A very warm welcome to yet another brand new episode of your very own show, Colours of India. This is the only show that gets you the latest updates from the cultural arena. So as always, let's begin with the highlights. This week, we showcase the myths and legends of India and Hungary, followed by a visual treat, a dance trial, and finally, a trip to the recently concluded India International Trade Fair. In the last few years, New Delhi has gained a reputation of hosting some of the most brilliant cultural events and festivals from across the country. Recently, it showcased a Manipuri cultural event which was called the Ananya Dance Festival. So without wasting much time, let's get a sneak peek into this festival.
The majestic grandeur of Delhi's Purana Killa provides the ideal setting and backdrop. Architectural brilliance, a rich dose of history, and the symbolism of India's heritage says it all. The magnificence came to life as it hosted the annual Ananya Dance Festival 2014. The graceful classical moves of Manipuri dance brought forth another beautiful aspect of India's rich and diverse cultural heritage.
We have huge amount of talent coming from Northeast. I mean, look at the rock music, the contemporary music, look at Ras, look at Thangta, what you saw. I mean, there are brilliant forms, there are all kinds of, in Assam, so I don't think we are short of talent. We need to showcase more than what it is seen, especially in north of India.
As twilight descended, the regal Killa lit up to welcome Preeti Patel and her Kolkata-based dance troupe, Anjika Center, to present their signature Manipuri dance. And Ananta Shakti, choreographed by Preeti herself, created magic. The dance form projects the cosmic play of the cycle of life and death. The ceremonial dance of Lai Haroba showcases creation of life.
A group came from Mongolia and settled here. A group has come from Thailand through Assam and come. So there has been a lot of intermingling of these. And by and large, the people of Manipur they fit into that category of Orient of the East. You know, where they're genetically martial race. They have a close connect with Burma, and so they're more the movements and a lot is similar to that.
Then the Thangta dance form that showcases the annihilation of evil. Thangta, or the art of sword and spear, is the traditional martial art form of Manipur. A weapon-based dance created by the Meiteis community, and it drew appreciation from the Indian and non-Indian audience alike.
I'm struck by the the diversity and talent, and to see these talented dancers and musicians all from the Northeast with a dance that's very reminiscent of dances I've seen in Southeast Asia. I see that great cultural influence that India has had. It's been absolutely thrilling.
The classical Manipuri dance form has developed and derived from the two most popular movement traditions of Manipur. Vaishnavite Nata Shankirtan by male dancers and Rasalila by female dancers. The final act was a typical Manipuri hallmark.
The different forms of dance combined perfectly with the settings at Purana Killa and made it into a memorable evening. an event that stays with you for weeks and days to come. Next, we take you to an exhibition by Hungarian artist Rosella Hamel and her journey of discovering Indian art and philosophy.
Leading Indologist and an accomplished artist, specialized in Indian miniature and Nathdwara style of paintings, Rosella Hamel is back with another interesting exhibition. This one is titled From Yamuna to Baba, Myths and Legends from India and Hungary.
I call my art conscious art. I know what I do and why I do. So I invite all the person who has some question about the self, come and see my paintings. Because art influences our life, and if you are surrounding yourself with beauty, with knowledge, your life becomes wonderful.
This is a very interesting exhibition because it's a connection between the Hungarian and Indian mythology. She displays her works on the Indian Mahabharata and other epics, and also some works from the Hungarian mythology.
Through her paintings, the artist creates parallels between Yamuna, the river goddess of northern India, and Baba Maria, the mother goddess of Central Europe.
I can recognize some figures from the Hungarian fairy tales and legends. I don't know so much about the Indian myths because it's so rich. It needs decades to understand and to follow, but I appreciate very much how she is combining the Indian and the Hungarian myths and legends.
The Hungarian Information and Cultural Center in New Delhi has produced and presented this edition, an opportunity to introspect and be conscious of what you perceive from the outside world, with a focus on complete harmony of the body, mind and soul.
This for sure was a wonderful display of both Indian and Hungarian art and spirituality. On that note, it's time for us to slip into a very short break. We'll be back with lots more, so don't go anywhere. Ahead on the show, a Hindi adaptation of Maxim Gorky's one of the greatest works, the lower depths called Rasatan. Welcome back after the break. The national capital recently witnessed a dance triad, an event which was part of the Delhi International Arts Festival. So here in this segment, we get you some extraordinary performances from that festival.
Different dance forms set as one act. Kavita Dwivedi, Jaya Prabha Menon and Malati Shyam combined Odissi, Mohiniyattam and Kathak to depict the beauty and power of Lord Shiva. The vibrant performance titled Namah Shivaya is an extract from Shiva Panchakshara.
What we wanted to show, or what we wanted to present, was that these dance styles, though belongs to different regions, one is from north, one is from east and one is from south, but how they rhythmically we all blend, and we wanted to give how it is at at one point it is like similar and one time it is different. But yes, the soul of the whole presentation was that it was a very, very good feeling, and also it is full of divinity.
On the other hand, Navavrindavan from Vidyapati depicted 3 different moods. Happiness, sadness and anger.
Mohiniyattam was very different because, as I told you about, because of the circular movements, because no other art form has a circular structure, circular movements in the form. And in Mohiniyattam, what is more important is that it is you need a lot of concentration and you have to imbibe the form. It's not, movements are all imbibed, internalized, not external.
The second half of the evening was dedicated to Yakshagana. A theatre form that combines dance, music, dialogue, costume, makeup and stage techniques. This theatre style resembles Western opera and is mainly found in the coastal districts and Melanadu region of Karnataka. Yakshagana is traditionally presented from dusk to dawn.
Indian dance is a perfect blend of culture and tradition. It not only gives an insight into the history of our country, but also an insight of the people. In our next segment, we get you a theatrical presentation of Russian playwright Maxim Gorky's The Lower Depths in Hindi, which was titled Rasatal. It was staged by second-year students of the Sri Ram Center. Take a look.
Dark, torn and remorseful. That is life for Maxim Gorky's characters in his play, The Lower Depths. Set in 19th century Soviet Republic, the play deals with the lives of the impoverished people who are suffering from the effects of industrialization. Sameep Singh's Hindi adaptation, Rasatal, shows the theme is very much valid in contemporary times as well.
एक एटमॉस्फेयर को क्रिएट करना, जैसे कि आपने विजुअल में देखा, क्योंकि नाटक जो है वो दृश्य और श्रव्य काव्य दोनों, देखने वाला और सुनने वाला दोनों तरह का काव्य है, तो विजुअल भी उस तरह का एटमॉस्फेयर क्रिएट करना थ्रू सेट्स, कलर्स एंड कॉस्ट्यूम्स, कि किस तरह के कॉस्ट्यूम हैं, किस तरह का कलर्स उनका होगा, ताकि देखने वालों को ये विश्वास हो कि हाँ ये इस तरह के लोग हैं, ऐसे एटमॉस्फेयर में रहते हैं, तो वो भी एक तरह का चैलेंज होता है.
The play revolves around Luca, a wanderer who seeks refuge in a shelter. His words encourage the inmates to have a false feeling that all will be good. The play works on many levels, using symbolism and abstract theatrics.
कहीं न कहीं लुका ये जानता था कि अगर मैं झूठ कहूँगा तो ये जो दलदल या जो रसातल है यहाँ से तो वो निकल पाएंगे, कहीं न कहीं इन बातों से इन्फ्लुएंस्ड होंगे, झूठा ही से, लेकिन इस हॉल से, ये घर से, इस माहौल से तो बाहर निकल पाएंगे. बस लुका यही करना चाहता था.
The rough and old stage design along with the fine detailing in costumes sets the mood of the play. The play shines a light on the living conditions of the underprivileged, who are denied every opportunity.
Well, I have to admit, brilliant acting and execution and a gripping production by these young students. Plays like these are classics that make them perfect mediums for change in any age or time. With that, it's time for us to slip into another quick break, the much-awaited food trail on the other side. Do stay with us. For those who missed going to the India International Trade Fair this year, we get you all the fun, all the ambience into your living room right after this short break. Welcome back. The just concluded India International Trade Fair was a super hit among the masses. Like every year, this year too, huge crowd thronged the fair. To get more colour and vibrance from the fair, let's go across to my colleague Shubhra Mukherjee.
Hello and welcome to Food Trail with me, Shubhra Mukherjee. I am at the 34th India International Trade Fair, and yet again this fair has proven to be a pioneering platform for the many states and countries participating, who have brought in not only their cuisine but their rich craft culture along with them. So as I explore, come and join me.
The India International Trade Fair, an experience that brings countries from all around the world together, providing each a market to exhibit their traditional products and share cultural ethos. With this year's focus being women entrepreneurs, the fair became a stage for many women to play lead. South Africa, being the focus country, showcased the richness of their handicraft. Singing native songs and dancing to them, they invited all to their pavilion. Wood-carved rhinos and colourful tribal attire gave a glimpse into the Africana. Women took the forefront in introducing the local flavours. From handmade jewellery to clothes to unique colourful cups and plates made of telephone wire. Women were at their creative best. Artistry came in the form of dolls of different shapes and sizes, representing the different tribes of Africa, like the cute little Rasta doll and the large-headed Zulu doll.
We are very proud of who we are. We are unique. Our cultures are unique, and the dolls represent us as individuals. Like we said, we've got a lot of tribes, and each doll represents that tribe. So it makes it very, very special. I know it because it's our cultures.
Turkey showcased their beautiful blue pottery, or Iznik pottery. Colourful plates with intricate patterns drawn on them talked about a long-living art that is now world-renowned. Turkish evil eye charms, vintage chandeliers with coloured glass, and sparkly miniatures attracted a lot of attention. From Afghanistan, high-quality dry fruits like dry figs, walnuts, pistachios and raisins won the fancy of many, and all for good healthy reasons.
Indonesia has been progressing very, very well in the fruit products and in processed food, for quite a while now. And the degree has reached to quite a high level. It has been recognized by the international public already, including India also. So this is what we are trying to promote.
And on our national front, that's where the heavy hunger pangs were given vent. Cafe Kudambashri from Kerala is an all-women cafe. They brought in traditional vegetarian and non-vegetarian culinary flavors like tapioca and fried tribal chicken from districts like Kasaragod and Ernakulam. A single platter gave bites into authentic preparations like the chicken suka, tangy kokum-based fish curry, served along with accompaniments like appam and pidi. Kerala-style rice dumplings, something that I had to try.
Now over here, I've just tasted the chicken suka. It's a regional dish from the Kasaragod region of Kerala. And I must say, this is a very different chicken preparation. It has a lot of coconut in it. And there's a very high percentage of kadhi pattas which has been used. And the flavors are amazing, seriously. And it's really vibrant as far as the flavors go. I can see whole garlic cloves in it. A very strong flavor of coconut. All in all, it's just fantastic.
The newly formed state of Telangana also introduced some of its regional specialities, their Hyderabadi biryani being the winner. Letting me into their secret recipe, they showed how to ace the taste. Dry ingredients are Kashmiri red chili powder, turmeric, green chilies, cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, nutmeg, bay leaves, black cumin seeds and garam masala. All these aromatics are carefully rubbed onto tender pieces of chicken. The flavor is increased by further adding fried onions, add in fresh curd and mix again. Add a dash of lemon. Layer the marinated mixture with half-cooked rice. Traditional cooking involves lining the vessel brim with sticky dough, tightly sealing in the aromas and cooking in the dum style on low flame for 30 minutes. What you will get will be downright divine.
Now this is the Hyderabadi biryani that I have just tasted, and as far as the taste, the texture and the aromas go, this is a perfectly prepared biryani. Everything from the texture of the chicken to the flavor of the rice to the right amount of masalas. Everything is just perfect. The chicken is supremely tender and the rice is so aromatic. It is so nice and fluffy. And this particular salan, which is the mirchi ka salan, again a special authentic Hyderabadi preparation, goes so beautifully with this particular biryani.
Among the participating countries was Pakistan, serving its famous Lahori delicacies. Heady concoctions of curries and kebabs grilling away made them the people's favorite. If one stall offered lavish and aromatic dishes, Bihar satiated the sweet tooth. Traditional milk-based sweet preparations like the khaja, tilkut and anarsa were the best.
The trade fair has given me a wide insight into the different cuisines of the different states that are participating in this trade fair. And the regionalism has actually disappeared by many degrees, because nowadays people are ready and eager to try out new dishes from different states, not only their personal favorites. So over here I am trying this Bihari sweet dish called the anrasa, and this is pretty amazing in taste, coated with a lot of sesame seeds, as you can see. This is very sweet, deep fried in ghee. a perfect way to end my food trail. So as I'm heading back to relishing my sweet dish over here, it's over to you, Teena.
From Turkish lights to South African dolls to some Hyderabadi biryani and some wonderful delicacies from the Kerala stall. This year's trade fair was packed with all the goodies for the ever eager buyers and the foodies. On that note, it's time for me to wrap up this episode of Colors of India. But we promise to see you same time next week with another bunch of exciting and colourful stories. Until then, take very good care. Goodbye.